So I've been planning to make this video for about 4 months now, and it's only taken this long to do because I really didn't know what I was going to say. I want this video to be as honest as possible, but I don't want it to be too serious or too long, so I'll just see how it goes. So as it says in the title, this video is going to be about my personal experiences with some common issues that young people suffer with, which are anxiety, paranoia and panic. First off, I'm going to start with panic, and what I mean by panic is panic attacks, basically. I don't get these anymore like as severely as I used to, but they were definitely something that I used to suffer with in 2014 and last year as well. I remember one day I was just laying in bed on my phone, and then all of a sudden my chest tightened up, I couldn't breathe properly, I started sweating, I started panicking, and it felt like the more I panicked, the tighter my chest got, and I just couldn't catch my breath. I thought I was going to die. And that's apparently how having one of these for the first time actually feels like, and that's completely normal. It doesn't mean you're going to die, it just means that you're having a panic attack. I don't know what triggered it that day, but I got them a lot after that, and they were quite scary. I'm sure anyone who's had panic attacks knows how awful it is to be having one, because it is scary in that moment. I don't think I've had any as severe this year. Like, I get the odd one now and then. I think of something positive, or I listen to music, or I do something else to distract myself, like go on my phone, or watch a YouTube video, and that seems to stop mine. It works for me anyway. I'm sorry if it's not the same for you. Okay, so what I mean by paranoia is like basically when you're in public and you think people are staring at you and judging you constantly. I've been suffering with this for years and it's not fun. I think I started feeling paranoid in my last couple of years of school. Like, I'd be walking to school and I'd just start thinking that everyone in their cars driving past me was staring at me and judging me, and I don't know where this came from either, but it stuck in my head and it has ever since then. Like I said, I still feel like this in public now, but it doesn't bother me as much. Like, in college or walking through a town or any public place, I sometimes do think people are staring, but the truth is everyone looks at each other. It's human nature. People look at other people, and 9 times out of 10 they aren't judging you, they're just looking because people look. I guess you've just got to kind of think about that when it happens. I try and take it as a compliment now. It's all you can do, really. Either that or walk around with a bag on your head. But I don't recommend that. And finally, anxiety. According to the internet, in the UK, apparently 1 in 5 young people suffer with some form of anxiety. That's quite a lot. To break this down, I'm going to talk about one that I've suffered with for as long as I can remember: social anxiety. Social anxiety used to stop me from doing so much, like going out, making friends, even talking to certain family members. I just couldn't do it. I think I've managed to overcome most of that as I've got older, but it is still affecting me now. There's one time when my social anxiety really kicks in, and that is on buses. Buses are one of the worst. Especially when you have to sit on one of those fucking row seats that face another row of seats, if you know what I mean. You might not know what I mean, but if you do, then you'll know how awkward it is, because there's like another 4 people sat there, and they're looking at you all the time. And you're trying not to look up at them because you think that, and you just constantly think that they're staring at you. Crowded buses as well. Crowded buses are awful, because then if you're stood up, you're automatically in the sight of everybody else sat on that bus, and that just makes it 10 times worse. I usually put my headphones on and get some Bring Me the Horizon playing to block out the thought of everyone staring at you on that bus. You know, it doesn't work that well, but it does help. This might seem weird that I have social anxiety, because I am quite a social person and I do like to go out with friends and I do like to go places. Compared to a few years ago when I was completely socially awkward and had hair that was down here. I've not had any medication for panic attacks, paranoia or anxiety. I've just managed to overcome them myself through, you know, being a positive person and getting older. I guess that's the only thing that I can say for it. I've never been one for telling people my problems. I've never seen a doctor or a psychiatrist about any of this. Like, I don't know if that's good or not, but I do prefer to keep stuff to myself sometimes. I don't even talk to any of my friends about these problems, but I feel like I can talk to YouTube about it, so I don't even understand that myself. But there it is. So the point of me sharing some of my experiences with this stuff is to hopefully help you feel better with yours. I'm sorry if it doesn't. But if you're dealing with the same sort of stuff, then you should understand. Just don't shut yourself away, because that's the worst thing you can do, because that'll just make you feel down constantly. Unless you're one of those people who prefer to be on your own. Like, I prefer to be on my own a lot of the time. It's nice to have your own space, but it's also nice to get out and be with friends and do fun stuff. And build some confidence. I feel like these anxiety issues are never fully going to go away. The only thing that we can do is learn to control or overcome them. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm sorry if it didn't help at all. But if you did like this, then please remember to give this video a thumbs up below. If you're one of those few new people here, then you can also subscribe if you like. It's also December now. That came fast. I have a few special videos planned for this month, so I should be back very soon with a few new videos.
Like a timer ticking in your head.